sauces when it comes to people. Like you can just tell when someone just doesn't have sauce. No, I'm being so dead ass.
You know what it is? It's not necessarily sauce. What it is, it's dead ass like personality.
Yeah. It just looks out of place.
I feel like if you have a certain personality that's like so, you know the SpongeBob episode where there's the normal SpongeBob.
Yeah.
The average person, how does it take for them to grow up exactly like that?
What like
To be like a normie.
what is even a normie though?
I don't know.
Like a normal person?
Like, for example, what you said, how do you know you don't have the sauce?
Yeah. I don't know. It just,
That's a normie, no?
yeah. I guess because sometimes it's like you have to judge a book by its cover sometimes.
But why?
Because it's like I don't know. You can just tell like, oh fuck. It's like you know when a dog can sniff out when someone is scared.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's what it is. It's like if some guy is like putting on like trying to be a rapper, but like I don't know. He just doesn't fit the persona. But he's wearing these big chains. It just doesn't look right, fam.
So you think it's like what is that called? Like identity
Imposter.
crisis?
Yeah, maybe like imposter.
No, imposter is different. Imposter is like you yourself can't think.
Oh, we can't.
Or
yeah.
you think you're someone else, or you don't think you're that person.
Yeah.
Because imposter syndrome is like, I don't believe in myself. That's like you don't believe in who you are, and you lose like reality.
Oh, that is true. Isn't that similar to there's like celebrity disease where it's like you shouldn't really be looking up to these celebrities since they influence us so easy to like how we act, how we dress. Like that's a disease or something.
This is a disease that you
it's like
only look up to celebrities.
Yeah. And then like it gets so bad where it's like, say if Juice WRLD does lean, I'll do lean too. Like that's
That's a stan, fam.
Yeah.
That's what we call a stan. But I think it's just nature, though.
Yeah.
It's nature because if you really take it in, the only reason we really follow people and follow trends and follow like celebrities and look at them like that is dead ass because of survival. To break it down to the very, very core, it's survival because you know you want to survive and you want to live life like them. So to live life like them, you would do the things they do. But the problem is, and this is the shit that nobody realizes, is you don't see everything else they do.
Yeah.
You see the highlights of the stuff that gets posted. But if there's a celebrity that you see every single thing they do, would you still be a fan?
Probably not, bro. I would be like, oh, that guy's actually really depressed.
Okay, for example, Kai Cenat, though, you see him a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably see him. He did the whole thing for 24 hours, so you literally seen every single second of him.
But you didn't see him do like the coke behind the scenes. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do coke. Theory. This guy does massive
but I know he does
amounts of drugs behind
He
the
does a
scenes.
lot of like caffeine. Like he drinks hella
caffeine,
caffeine and Red Bull.
So I'm like, yo, that actually takes a toll out of his body. Because fucking when he did the 24 hours with Offset, Offset actually fell asleep, but he was still awake. So he does that shit for real.
But I know in World War something, it might have been World War II.
Yeah.
That they gave like everybody meth or something. Not meth. Fuck, it was like some other. There's a drug. Leave it down in the comments if you guys know.
Yeah.
But Logan told me on Jump or Jump before.
Okay.
They prescribed all the soldiers a certain drug to keep them like zooted, fam.
I mean, shit, to be honest, if I was in the military too and I knew I was gonna die and shit, I would want something to be off so I can just like...
You can be alert.
No, just not just alert, just like no fucks given.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there to like kill.
Yo, you know what Coca-Cola?
Yeah?
You know that shit was it was made by a drug addict?
What?
Coca-Cola was made by a drug addict.
No, I mean, I can... That makes sense because it's super addicting.
So... I think the story goes long time ago. His name's John Pemberton. So he was a pharmacist and he was part of the Civil War in America. But what happened, he ended up getting injured through the war.
Yeah.
So they prescribed him morphine.
Okay.
And because morphine is mad addictive, he got addicted to it. But since he's a pharmacist, he decided to make something to, I guess, suppress his addiction.
Yeah.
So he created a formula with coconuts, with cola nuts, with cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then a certain like wine, a certain like an alcohol. Put it all together in one mixture.
And he created Coke.
And he created what was gonna be the Coca-Cola recipe. Now check this out. So since he was a pharmacist, he started selling it to all these different people at his pharmacy, and people loved it because it was really like suppressing all of their whatever they're going through.
Yeah.
Now, during the Prohibition, what happened?
What happened?
Banned all alcohol. So to change the recipe, he substituted the alcohol in it with sugar. and he created deadass Coca-Cola today,
Yeah.
which is hella sugar. Low-key, the original recipe had cocaine and those cola nuts.
Is that why he named it Coke?
It's called Coca-Cola. Yeah,
I know, but I swear people just people call it Coke, right?
I think they just call it Coke because
it's mad
they
addicting?
put cocaine in it.
And he did another thing where the marketing was so nice, they added the color red. And you know, like the color red, like you said before, McDonald's sign that has red in it.
Yeah, it's like the scarcity thing.
Yeah, scarcity.
I think there's a reason like bulls when they see red, they're really like aggravated by it because I think there's a certain like wavelength that we can't see, but red light when it shows to us it like trigger. That's why stop signs are red.
Yeah, why?
Because we see it right away. It's like there's something with a brain, it can easily describe
Sticks
it
out.
or easy like what do you call it, pick it up and stops us from seeing. Now check this out. Now there's a theory because of the color red.
Okay.
Every time I used to go to like kickboxing championships and like all of these different tournaments, I would always bet on who? The red or blue side.
The red?
I would always like in my head be like, oh yo, the red gloves are gonna win.
Word.
And I hated, bro. I hated whenever I had the blue gloves. I'm like, fuck, am I gonna lose?
No,
now?
not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's like a superstition.
Whenever I sparred, there's I don't know why the chest plates are red and then the flip side is blue. So it's like every time I wore the red, there's like hella battle scars and stuff. But the blue is super clean because I never wore the blue. It's like a pussy color.
So check this out, fam. Check this out. So I think there's something about like the color red where it's like, I don't know, it distracts you in a way or it makes you see it that you can't pay attention to anything else besides it.
Yeah.
You know? So let's say you're boxing somebody with red gloves. They can feint you one way.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll be distracted because you're focused on the color. You won't see their eyes. You won't see their head. And as you guys know, if you're fighters, like you want to like disguise your hits, move your body different ways. But if you're focused on one thing, that's how you get caught.
In the NFL, they do something too because it's like, so say a team's jersey is red or a team's jersey is blue, right? The opposite team would wear the same color gloves as the team colors, so they wouldn't get called for holding.
Oh, shit!
One time the team color was white.
Yeah.
And the guy defender was wearing red gloves, and the ref was like, "Bro, I can see you from a mile away because you're wearing fucking red gloves."
Yeah.
So from then on, I think that defender never wore red gloves again. Like every time the team came and it was like, "That's color." I'm gonna do this color. But it's like sneaky shit that you have to do too.
It's little sneaky shit, fam. Low key.
Because in Taekwondo too, because it's very like not like Muay Thai where
it's not ethical.
So a punch is counted as 1 point, right?
Yeah.
So when you're in close and you're in a clinch, you can like just like flick it. You can like flick or even like a soft punch when you're inside.
And it's a point.
And it will become as a point.
Oh my god, bro.
So even if you like do this shit, that shit will count. Like what the fuck? 2 flicks equals 2 points.
Because it's all like target hitting.
Yeah. I realized as I got older, Taekwondo is really very strategic because you need to know like the tricks rather than like being physical.
But I think anything's like that. Low-key, everything's kind of strategic.
Yeah.
If you don't have, I guess, the tips and tricks to do something, you're gonna be falling behind from everyone else.
Yeah.
And I think the moment like somebody figures something out, if everybody doesn't evolve to that, everybody's left in the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But do you think there's somebody that could change a whole sport just by their playing style?
Oh, Steph Curry.
Or even fighting style, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
for
Steph
sure,
Curry, yeah.
for sure. Steph Curry did that, fam. Everyone, I heard that they might include a 4-point line just because Steph Curry.
No way.
Yeah, and that shit will change the game up. Fucking, even look at what do you call this? Michael Jordan, the one with the palming hands.
Oh yeah.
Or even like I'm not gonna lie, I watched old film and I watched like Bob Cousy, like the plumbers that I thought were shit. Fam, they were doing like behind the back passes, like they were doing all that.
Word. Wait, what do you mean plumbers?
Like you know how back in like the 1800s where basketball was just like a bunch of mailmen and plumbers.
Word, that's what it was?
Because people are saying like the NBA is so sick now, but back then it was.
So you're saying like that was the crew or that was the competition?
Yeah, exactly.
I swear they had good competition though. Especially in the 90s, it was like mad rough, no?
Yeah, it was, but it's like now it's like crazy. Like athleticism is through the roof.
Word. You know how we always say nowadays everybody wants to be an influencer and nobody wants to be like the tradesperson or blue collar worker. So I have a theory.
What's the theory?
This, like, I literally thought of this in the shower the other day, fam. So if you really, really take it in, as a child, what was so present with boys' toys? Check this out. Remember everybody with the Tonka trucks?
Yeah.
Now, I have a theory.
Oh.
Check this out, bro.
Oh.
I have a theory. The people in charge, fam,
Yeah.
they know once kids start seeing other jobs that I guess appeal to them more artistically or whatever, they're gonna stop wanting to do the trades jobs and the blue collar jobs because it's not as, I guess, like enticing. But check this out. At a young age, they start brainwashing us or start promoting it to us. That's why we see Tonka trucks, feel me? The construction hats and shit. Remember that show Mighty Machines? It's all about that. And it's on the kids' channel, fam. It's something you would see on Discovery Channel. That shit's on Treehouse and like the kids' channels. What else? Bob the motherfucking Builder, bro.
Yeah.
The same shit. Same shit. Mario was a what?
Plumber. What the
Check this out, fam. Now, they're still smart. They know that, man, kids aren't really watching TV shows anymore, blah, blah, this and that. The games they're playing, I guess it's kind of building. I guess like Roblox, building. Fortnite, building. But
it's all online.
The one TV show that's still popping with children today is motherfucking Paw Patrol, bro. Paw Patrol, check this out. Every single character in Paw Patrol is a what?
A worker?
Blue-collar worker. You have Chase, who's a police officer. You have Marshall, who's a fireman. You have Sky, who's a pilot.
Yeah.
And the construction bulldog guy, bro. It's all planned.
Damn.
It's all because they know nobody wants to do all these other jobs. So we have to promote blue-collared workers. We have to brainwash the kids from the jump.
Yeah.
Throw Bob in, because look, Bob the Builder back in the day, that was for us, man.
That was our goal.
For our
that was
generation.
Our goal. Handy Manny.
That was for our generation. Because in like earlier than that, like the millennial kids, they were growing up with the Tonka trucks.
Facts.
But we didn't play with that anymore. We were watching more cartoons, so they made Bob the Builder. And now they're doing Paw Patrol. Feel me?
Oh shit. And then as soon as iPads come into play, now you're just going straight to YouTube. That's why it's getting more like, oh, I just want to become him. Because I'm not playing with toys no more.
Yeah, so
You know what I
it's
mean?
interesting to see what, if this theory is true and they really do try to push like
An agenda.
that, not it's necessarily agenda, but try to promote kids to do it. Because I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
Low-key, it's smart. Because we kind of do need that. We need to promote those type of jobs. Because the world would be shit if everybody's just an influencer.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
We need the balance.
We need the important, like, we need those people. They're important, fam. Who's going to build the roads? Who's going to fix electricity?
Everyone's just like, yo, day in my life, man.
Yo, real shit. There's no podcast without electricity.
Yeah,
The blue-collared workers, fam, we need them.
Take it. So my cousins came over too, and like my little cousin always comes up to me like, yo, bro, you ruined my friend's childhood. He's always telling me, and he's telling me these theories, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I gotta, like, sometimes the way I talk, like, I don't know how they I don't know. It's like the way I talk, like we talk in like kind of like a slang, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how that would translate to kids. Like I hope that they're not taking like our slang and like maybe like they talk to their parents like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Word.
Like,
I never realized
so David
it like
Parody,
that.
like David Parody had like when they had their run, they had everyone saying like I'm cheese, like what else? Like I don't know, just a bunch of different slangs. So imagine like everyone, like little kids are going up to him and be like, yo, there's this theory, or like what else do we say? Like
if you really bag it?
If you really bag it, like in kindergarten though, it's like the teacher's like, yo, if you really bag it, today is Wednesday.
Yo, if I was responsible for like a kid saying that's your teacher, yo, that's fucked. That's crazy.
If you really bag it.
No, but miss, if you really bag it. Yo, what's funny?
Yeah.
Just recently, I think it was like 2 days ago, my dad was talking to my sister, and then my sister said, no, but I don't even know those ends. She said ends to my dad.
Did you know what that meant?
I think he understood though. He understood, but it was funny.
Good. I don't even know those ends.
I think they're talking about like directions or something.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to see how little culture that started as like a friend thing or a local thing becomes mainstream or even just like popularized in every friend you know. Yeah. Because what we realize is our environment is all of our friends, everybody we know. And in a sense, depending on who you are, you kind of influence all of those people.
Yeah, you do still.
You know what I mean? Like, if I had a friend group, they would probably have a little bit of me in them somewhere.
Yeah,
Pause.
No, yeah, but very pause. But no, it makes sense because it's like, I don't know. It's like what you attract or what you put out is what you get. So it's like, yeah, your friends would be the same. But you know, well, what I did realize too, Korea's cancel culture is super toxic. Like
really
that environment. I don't know if you watch Singles Inferno.
Nah, I don't watch
Singles
it.
Inferno, like the main girl,
the dating show, right?
Yeah, the dating show. The main girl that everyone liked. I forgot. It was like Ji Yun or something. Like every time she was like known as like that pretty girl that always wore designer clothes, right? And I don't know why, but one guy online found that she was wearing like fake Chanel, fake Da Vinci, all on that thing, all on that show. And to be honest, it's not that serious. Like it's just fake clothes. Like, everyone does that.
In Asia, everybody's probably doing that anyway.
Exactly. So imagine she had the craziest rise to fame, and just because someone said that, everyone on her ass. Oh, comment her. She had to disable all her comments.
Wow.
She went off the internet for like 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, just not posting YouTube videos just because that petty stuff.
Yo, to be honest, I feel like if they didn't react to it, it wouldn't be a big deal.
It wouldn't. It's just like it carries.
It's like that thing of when you see a little bit of a weakness, then people capitalize it and then they see, oh, okay, let's keep doing it type shit.
And that's what I noticed in celebrities too. A small thing, if they mess up, the public will criticize it. But if a normal person does that, they wouldn't be criticized.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're always in the limelight, which fucking sucks.
I know it sucks, but at the same time, that's like the price you pay for it, just because if like influence comes with that, where it's like now it's a responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As crazy as that is, it low-key is a responsibility because all these people kind of look up to you in a sense, or if they don't look up to you, they're at least looking how your lifestyle is in comparison to yours.
Yeah.
So depending on who you want to be, you could create a whole culture of people that do good or evil to the world.
Yeah.
Like you could be a dead ass supervillain if you really wanted to.
Yeah, and that's the fucking importance of branding too, because it's like I always tell people who start clothing brands, if you like don't have a brand and don't post like fit pictures and stuff like, and people think you're cool, no one's just gonna buy a random shirt with words on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but like if Carlos puts a shirt out with just words on it, everyone's gonna buy it because it's Carlos behind it. You know what I mean?
It's more than the actual image.
Yeah,
it's the art behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everything that surrounds it, the idea of it, the energy, everything like that. That's what creates the product.
The aura, there's an aura around your product.
Yeah. And I think that's why I have a little bit of trouble with like really deciding what I want to put out, especially with clothing now.
Yeah.
Because before I would just like throw shit together because I just have an idea and I throw it out.
Yeah.
But now I deep shit.
Okay. Like root.
Yeah, now I deep shit. I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna create like timeless pieces that no matter what, like I can look back and be like, okay, I can still wear it right now. I can still wear it then. If I would wear it in a baby picture, then it's timeless.
Okay.
Feel me?
Yeah.
If you think about it,
a baby has a tote bag. Yo, if I would copy me, if I would use
real shit. No, but I mean just the design itself, because the typography or whatever, it's timeless.
Yeah. Like I always say to Carlos, if I catch any one of you, I don't care if you're fans of Jumpers Jump podcast, bro. If I see you rocking a tote bag,
link in bio,
and I read that shit that says, if I was, what was it?
No worries, I copy me too.
I copy me too, fam. Oh my God,
yo, but it's so true, fam. And the reason I really put it out is because it's like, if you don't think yourself like that, then you're doing something wrong. You should believe that every single time. Because if not, then you're not your biggest fan.
Yeah, for sure.
And you should be your biggest fan before anybody else. And I wanna make sure like the people that give me love know that.
Yeah.
Because I want y'all to be fans of yourself first before me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's my product, even though it's like my art, I want y'all to take your own meaning to it. Because that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be inspired by a piece of art to make your own. You know? And that's why the greatest artists are called the greatest artists, not because of what they've made, it's because what they've made and how it impacted other people.
Yeah. And they're good stealers. You know, the I think you talked about this. The
3%.
3%. No, the 3% rule.
Oh, that's Virgil.
Yeah. So you take an object that you think is really cool, just change it up a bit and then sell it again. That's why he did the off-whites. He just literally took the same shoe, copied it clear and then just wrote Virgil Off-White.
Yeah.
That shit was like the hottest shoe in 2000 whatever.
Yeah, because you have to take what's already working.
Yeah.
And then just remix what's working.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
The 3% rule could be flipped.
How?
Check this out.
Into what though?
I don't know. This is just my way I see it because 3% is 3% regardless, right?
Yeah.
What's the other half? Or not other half.
Like
97%, right? So what if you change the 97%, but the 3% has the original? Loki would have the same effect.
97% like original yours, but wait, what?
Hear me out. I feel like that ratio of something, like, look, for example, Juice WRLD. 97% of it is a Juice WRLD track.
Okay.
But 3% of it might be My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know, but the people that love the melodies of My Chemical Romance would feed into it and they could vibe with it, but they wouldn't realize because 97% is Juice WRLD.
Okay.
I think when it comes to like those type of things, with ratios or even just concepts, we have to realize it's never like a one-way street. Like, sure, you can walk down, but you can also walk the other way.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense to you?
Kinda.
I don't know. Leave down in the comments if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you could go one way, but we don't realize like you can always explore. Because even though everybody's headed in one direction, you can just change your perspective. Like, who says I can't walk backwards towards that goal?
Yeah.
Like backwards in the sense of like I'm still reaching the goal, but I'm walking this way.
Yeah.
And then what happens when I do that? Everybody else walking starts looking at me.
Yeah. No, that's the same thing. It's like when I started, like, I think it was back in grade 12. Oh, no, back in grade 8. I was dressing like the same as everyone. But then it's like I felt super secure with myself because nothing around me was different. And like people wouldn't judge me. But literally as soon as I changed up and like wore the shit that I liked, then it would turn some heads. And then that's where insecurity came because it's like, there's no other guy that I could see on the road that dressed like me. You know what I mean? So I would kind of feel insecure, but you have to power through that and just like, you know, after you do, like, you'll reap the rewards. Because people will think you're actually cool and just start looking up to you now. So they'll run with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do you think you still do that today?
No. I catch no, it's a bit of both. Like I add my flair, but I'm always like,
you're following trends?
I'm very good with following trends. Yeah. And I noticed that because it's like, if you take all my fit pictures from 2018, 2019, 2020, it's all trends. But I just threw in like a little bit of me. You know what I mean? So it's like 97.3.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean?
But that's usually how it goes. Like I feel like everybody follows trends. I feel like that's why trend is a trend, is because everyone moves in one direction with it.
Yeah.
I think if we stopped following trends, there would be kind of like a, you know, Club Penguin. I know this sounds weird, but like, you know, like,
well, everyone just looks super different.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like low key, there's so many combinations.
Yeah,
but the moment there's like so many combinations and you can't categorize everybody as one, then it becomes a thing of like, you appreciate that person more because it's really them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because look, if you look at Club Penguin, like think about it.
Yeah, no, it's
every single person is mad
super
different. Unless you have those people that are like in a group and they all dress together. Now, the moment you do that, you start to believe and you truly like stop judging by a cover, as in group settings.
Okay.
Because you would assume somebody is like another person because the way they dress.
Yeah.
But the moment everybody's like mad different and it's such an interesting cover, then you wouldn't judge them. You know, is that like you wouldn't judge them in a way of I guess categorizations, right? Like
because no one's in a group. So it's like you can't even judge them because everyone's singular.
Exactly. You know, like if there's an emo look, everybody that dresses emo, they probably listen to this music, they probably act like this, they're probably like really what do you call it? What's the word? Like fucking rebellious.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if the emo person also has pink on and like fucking fur, then like, oh, interesting. What is that?
Word.
Like you don't really know what it is. And if everybody dresses different, then it's weird.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not what fashion is. I feel like fashion, this is my theory on it.
Yeah.
I feel like fashion is actually to categorize yourself.
Yeah. Kind of, because it's like,
Low-key.
because when you're starting off, you don't know what to do. So it's like you either go into like the TikTok mans, the Y2K. You literally choose your route. It's like a starter pack.
So I don't think that's the point of fashion. I think the point of fashion is to look like someone.
To look like someone else? Damn.
If you really deep it.
Yeah, that's so crazy because it's like, who started it first? Like if you go back all the way back, like holy smokes.
You know, it's uniform. That's what started it. Like uniform. Like we all dress a certain way in Catholic school because we had a uniform. We all dress a certain way. If you work as a police officer, you have a uniform. You know what I mean? I was in cadets. I had a cadet uniform. And if anything was a little bit off, you got like penalized or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
So I think the point of fashion is to actually create, maybe as a creative director in a fashion brand, your goal is to create a look that people follow.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's
Because this is like the Alik's chain, that's uniform to you. Remember, like this, like the chains and stuff, this is uniform. So you identify that person with that uniform. You're like, oh yeah, I'm in that. I'm in
Yeah,
that cult.
facts. Do you think damn, bro, I feel like we don't even look at anything else at a person besides their clothes from the jump. I guess like their face and haircut. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, do you recognize? I guess do you recognize like movement? Like, if you seen someone walk down the street, would you be like?
Yeah, no, I can tell. I can tell because it's like if I see a very, like I don't know, awkward person, like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like you can just get a hint of like how they are. So if they're awkward, like maybe they're like shelled up. Or like if they're walking big and strong, like, oh, that guy's confident. You know what I mean? I notice those things.
You know what scares me sometimes? I always think about low key, like these little things we do. Let's say you have a tendency to rest your face like this.
Okay.
Did you know like if you do this like for too long, your face
slants. Yeah. I saw that too because side sleepers. When you do the inverted. And you'll see your mouth go like this and this and this.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And if you let's say you sit a certain way, like your spine will align a different way. And then you're gonna start walking weird. But is there like a perfect thing we're supposed to do? Is it like a perfect posture, I guess?
I don't know. I actually don't know. But like there's a healthy posture. I don't know if it's the right posture, but you should always be staying straight up. But this doesn't feel natural. You know?
Yeah, like the straight up posture.
Yeah, it doesn't feel...
I heard you're not actually supposed to stand like that.
Okay, yeah, then...
I heard like naturally we're supposed to slouch because of our animal instinct.
Yeah.
Because it like protects us more.
Okay, yeah, because I'm always like this and I feel comfortable doing this. But I don't know if that's bad.
But to a beauty standard.
Yeah.
Because I think the beauty standard, what it is just like what's different. Because if the natural is this, the unnatural becomes the standard. Because the unnatural is what they want to sell you. Oh fuck!
Damn.
Like that.
Yeah.
The unnatural is that they want to sell you because if you could already achieve it, then they don't have a product to sell you. They don't make money.
Really, but because my friend models, right? And he got a haircut. Like he shaved all his hair off, and he didn't. I was like, yo, why didn't you get a lineup? Like he just shaved it off. He's like, no, companies want models to have it all natural, so they don't want you to have that straight lineup. They don't want you to have that thing. You know what I mean? So it's like. You get what I'm saying? I think it is supernatural.
No, but I think in a sense of like other stuff, not necessarily. Let's say models for products.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they want you to look a perfect.
Yeah, I guess.
They want you to look like you're made in a lab type of shit. As crazy as it is, like people don't realize, guys' beauty standards are pretty like hard to do too.
Yeah.
Like it does take a lot of work to look like fucking Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Because he takes steroids. Mans take steroids and they don't realize like, yo, it's going to take a lot to do it. But all girls just see it as, oh, he's just like out of shape.
But you know what's crazy now? It's like before it would, big designers would never use celebrities as their models, right?
Why?
Because I don't know. Because
that's not true.
No, because they never had, at this point, hold on. So they would never have like that, like I don't know, this perfect face, right? But you know, I said clout makes you more handsome and more attractive to everyone.
Yeah.
So now a bunch of even if you have little influence, they'll have you in their runway shows. So like Virgil, he was the first one to not the first one, but like he was the first one to like really add everyone. So he had Cardi walking, he had Lancey walking, he had Offset walking.
But those are all his friends.
I know, yeah. But at the same time, it's like now look what happens. that chain continues, now you see a bunch of just influencers walking the runway. Just because it's like, oh yeah, they're
gonna pop out
they're
because
gonna
they're
pop
there.
out, yeah.
True.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace. So Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So whether you guys are just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your own terms. So what I like about Squarespace is it has custom merch. You guys can create a passive income that engages your audience and scales your brand. It also has an online store. So for anyone who has a business out there, you guys can sell your products on an online store, whether you sell physical, digital, or service products. Squarespace has all the tools you need to start selling online. And for those who don't know how to make a website, it has flexible website templates. So you guys can get started with one of their professional website templates with designs for every category and use case. They customize your look, update content, and add features to fit your unique needs. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/jumpers, JUMPERS, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. It's the calm before the holiday storm, but you guys can prepare your e-commerce business for the holiday rush now by just using ShipStation. Whether you're shipping from your house or a warehouse, ShipStation can help increase your profitability. So ShipStation has a free trial and a quick setup. So if you guys been on the fence about using it, now is the time to try. So you guys can quickly and easily update crucial order information and reduce errors. Effortless integration everywhere you sell online, including Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and more. You guys can manage orders, print labels, compare rates, optimize every shipment, and automate delivery notifications. ShipStation has enterprise solutions that reduce warehouse costs and improve profitability. ShipStation's robust animations and reporting makes scaling easy. And as your business grows, you guys can save thousands on shipping costs. So you guys can get discounts up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. And over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation. And 98% of companies that stick with ShipStation for a year become customers for life. So set your business up for a holiday season success with ShipStation. Go to ShipStation.com and use code JUMPERS today and sign up for your 60-day free trial. That's ShipStation.com, code JUMPERS, JUMPERS.
You know, I seen this this commercial. It's a band commercial for Sour Patch Kids. Have you seen this?
No. What is
Crazy.
that? Let me see.
Check this out. And there's a theory to it.
Okay.
There's a theory to it.
Okay.
So Sour Patch Kids, they dropped this, I think, in like the early 2000s. Watch this.
Let me see. Band, you said.
It's banned, but it has a theory attached to it.
Okay, let me see if I can.
You get it?
They're sweet.
Whoa.
You see it?
Wait.
So you see the red? What does it represent? You know?
No.
It represents World War II. Who were the enemy? Germany.
What?
Yeah, fam. That's what it represents because you know what I mean? The Sour Patch Kid, he was pretty much being
the one in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's who he's representing. I know we can't say the word because we're gonna get flagged.
And then they had the handshake at the end.
Yeah. So this is real.
Yeah.
Like this was a conspiracy theory for a while, but it turned out to be real. There's this project, I think it's called the Manhattan Project.
Yeah.
But fuck, it wasn't called the Manhattan Project, it was something else.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, leave in the comments what it is. But pretty much what they did, Germany scientists, like the ones that worked on special weapons and all of these biological products, what they did, they made a treaty with the United States to, I guess, use their creations and experiments and their studies and be pardoned for what they did in the war. And they really did that.
Yeah.
I think they got sent to, fuck, I totally forgot like exactly where, but there's a facility in the States that like housed all of the Nazi experiments and they used the tech, fam.
Yeah.
They literally used the tech for all of these different, I guess, like weaponry, medicines.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain medicines that wouldn't even been created if not for the war. And we can thank for like to this day. I forgot like exactly which ones though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There was a guy who on TikTok where he's like, I don't know, he was studying like some little medicine for cancer too. And everybody in the comments is like, yo, I'm glad I seen this. I'm glad it popped on my For You page because he was like crying because like the test came in and I guess like it healed a bit of it, right?
Yeah.
And he was crying because he's like, I've been in this game for 8 years and stuff like that. But everyone in the comments is like, yeah, you're gonna go missing in like 3 days, buddy. Like that medicine, like you're saying
That's
that
fucked.
you're going viral and you're saying that you can cure cancer. Yeah, goodbye, fam. Like that's like a death sentence. Like
That's
imagine going out
fucked.
like that. You know what I mean? And in the last episode, at the end, you mentioned the blue hole.
Yeah.
There was I don't know if you heard a guy named Yuri Lipski.
Nah. Who's that?
He went out like with a crazy death because his whole death was vlogged. So he was on vacation in Egypt, and there that blue hole that you said is like the name of that little thing that you have to go
So
down.
there's a blue hole in Egypt.
Yeah, in Egypt. What was the one that you were talking about?
There's so many blue holes, fam.
Really?
Yeah, there's blue holes all around the world.
Okay, so the blue hole in Egypt, I think it goes like maybe 300 feet down if you really go past it, right?
Fuck, that's
and,
deep.
And what do you call this? There's an arch. If you get low enough, there's an arch and there's a tunnel, right?
Yeah.
And if you swim past that tunnel, you can see the Red Sea.
Oh,
right?
shit,
So
yeah.
that's why a lot of people go and try it, right? But the dangerous thing is like if you go down past the arch, there's like a little ledge, right? And the water pressure is so bad that if you slip off that ledge, you'll go down.
Oh,
like
you get taken by the current.
Yeah, thousands and thousands,
Oh,
right?
shit.
So this is the crazy thing. Yuri wasn't like allowed near that hole because people knew that he was gonna do that dive, right? So bro said, fuck that. He said he put on his little camera and dived in, right? And everything was going smooth, like when he first got in, like you can still see what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, he hit like that ledge that I was talking about, right? And it got darker and darker to the point where he hit the ground. He hit the ground. So
fuck.
when
So his gear got fucked.
no, so when he hit the ground, he looked at his watch and he was like, oh fuck, he's trying to put that buoyancy thing.
Yeah, yeah,
right? So
yeah.
he can float back up. He was pressing it, that shit was not working.
Wait,
Bruh.
so he...
Yes, fam. And all you can see is like he's like 500 feet down
Oh,
on his
shit,
watch.
bro.
Because I guess, I don't know why, but he didn't do like the right gas. You need a right oxygen, a mix of
He went by
oxygen and gas.
himself?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy.
So I don't know. People are saying our theories that this was he just wanted to do a suicide, but he wanted to go out in a really cool way. You know what I mean?
I
and then in his thing, all you can hear is
that's so...
right.
Yeah.
And he was slanted. So imagine he was dying, like still sliding down, because like the water pressure kept pulling him out.
pulling him in.
And this whole thing, everyone was like, oh yeah. His family was like, yeah, my thing was missing for a long time. Like, can someone look for him? And
Yeah.
then when they discovered him, his vlog camera was still running.
Damn.
So they processed it and they watched it, fam.
Damn.
And it was all like, yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
It's a crazy way to go out. But I don't know why he did. Like, there's theories saying that, like, why would he go alone and why would he go in with the wrong gas, even though he knew?
So he like kind of planned it, I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
There's some crazy shit out there, bro.
I was getting excited because I thought it was gonna be like a center of the earth type of
Fuck
story.
no,
I thought he was
fuck
gonna
no.
like pop out in the center of the earth or something.
Bro hit the ground. You know how far
That's
you have to
crazy.
be to hit the ground?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. Guy probably saw Moses. Oh, no, let me not joke around.
Wait, what?
No, because Moses parted the Red Sea.
Oh,
No, that's fucked.
I
That's fucked.
heard in the Red Sea there's remnants of the weapons that the Egyptians were chasing.
Word?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people go and, like, they try to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I heard like there was dead ass swords and there's like hella weapons.
Yeah.
That was under the Red Sea when it was parted. So that's like proof that it happened.
Yeah. There's recent news too, like you know the public outside pools, like
Well, yeah.
So in what do you call this? In Kansas, there was a pool that people were swimming in, and for 2 days they didn't know that a dead body was down below.
Ew.
So
How do you not see that shit?
Yeah. So look, I'll show you a picture. So there was this girl named I think her name was Marie Johnson, and there's a picture of her, and you can see like this is right before she drowned. So you can see in the water, it was kind of murky. Like you can't see the bottom.
Ew.
Right?
Wait, that's not a pool. That's
It
a
is.
pool?
It is. It's an outside pool.
That's
like
a dirty pool,
yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. So
gross.
what she did, apparently, there was a slide, and like the kid that she was with, she went down first, and then Marie went right after her, right? And the kid went up, Marie went up like right after, and did like a big breath. And then went down and never came back up, right?
Oh, shit.
And obviously it's a busy pool. No one's gonna fucking like look at the
lifeguards are?
Yeah. So this is where it gets frustrating. The kid that she was with
Yeah.
was like, oh, this person didn't come up. Can you check? One lifeguard was like, bro, I'm on break. I'm not going to check.
That's fucked.
Right? The other lifeguard said, yeah, I'll check. Didn't do a check. Right? So, and this is crazy too. Marie's friends that was there with her, since it's a busy pool, you can't really see under. They were like, Marie probably just went home with her friends. She probably went home early. Right? And it wasn't until like teenagers snuck into the pool at night and saw her body finally floating up because like the gas finally decomposed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, it's definitely the, you know what I mean? It's definitely the lifeguard's fault.
Yeah.
That's the lifeguard's fault.
Then
Because
what-
I'm a lifeguard.
Yeah.
And you always have to watch the water, fam. It's never like oh, I can't at the moment. Like you have to be on game.
Yeah.
It's fuck.
Do you ever, as a lifeguard, do you ever clean the pool?
Nah, that's somebody else. That's maintenance.
Really? Okay.
That's
Because
maintenance.
the reason why it got so dirty is because they thought the filters were gonna clean the bottom of the pool, but I don't think that's how it works, right? You actually have to scrub it.
No, once in a while, like you get like
Yeah.
there's a machine that goes in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like a vacuum.
Yeah.
And but lifeguards, we do know how to change the pH of the
Okay.
pool.
Yeah.
So we do like the chlorine check and shit, and like, is it the right color? And then put it back in or like change it.
Yeah.
And there's a thing we do called shock the pool. This is like lifeguard stuff for you guys. But let's say somebody shits in the pool, right?
Okay.
That's what you do. So we go.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out, blah blah. Like get out of the water. There's shit. I'm just kidding. We don't say that. We don't say that. But what we do this thing called shocking the pool. So we take like this powder. It's a chlorine powder, and we just throw it in. And mix that shit up like Kool-Aid.
But like with still people swimming?
No, we take everybody out.
Okay,
That's why
okay,
I'm like,
okay.
there's shit. Nah.
Do you actually say this shit?
No,
Then how
bro.
do you get people out of the pool? Just say get out the pool?
Yeah, we just clear
Okay,
clear the
okay.
pool, clear
Yeah,
the pool, blah blah.
But you know why? It's like when somebody says clear the pool, my first instinct is like, yeah, someone definitely took a shit, man.
Yeah, low key.
Like everyone's just looking down, like especially in Great Wolf Lodge. Like that happened to me once, and I was floating in like the lazy river.
Ew.
And somebody said get out the pool. I'm like looking down. I'm like, yeah, fuck this pool.
Like a scavenger hunt, like I found it.
There's shit.
Ew.
Holy smokes, man.
I think the one thing I really remember about lifeguarding
Yeah.
is there's this thing that we do. Let's say you're like really, really far away and you want to know if everything's okay.
Yeah.
How would you signal to somebody that everything's good?
Like your other lifeguard?
Yeah, let's say you're like fucking like a mile away. Like, how would you signal to them like everything's good?
I don't know, man. Like waving without people knowing, right?
Nah, just like to even just say, yeah, everything's good. Like without walkie-talkies and shit from far
Yeah,
away.
just give them like a cowabunga or something.
You can't really see though.
what it is,
Like you
like-
can't see if it's a thumb or if it's a fist or
Oh,
whatever
really?
it is, right?
Okay.
Because actually, when you put your hand up like this, that
Yeah.
means something's wrong.
Okay.
But what you're supposed to do, and this is what I learned,
Yeah.
when you're a lifeguard, if you go like this, that means everything's okay. Like all good.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
So this is all good. You can
This
go
is
down.
all good, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, me in the cat like this.
Yeah. But yeah, fam. It was so funny because it's like the lifeguards have such a tough job because in Waterworld, I swear like if you're too big, you have to tell the kid to go down. Like you can't go on this ride, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
So like some of the rides you can't be like too like big, right? If you go down because you might get
Oh,
stuck.
like fat?
Yeah, too fat, right? And like lifeguards have such a tough job because imagine you're a kid and you walk up past these people, right?
Yeah.
And then the lifeguard tells you to walk back down. You have to like it's like a shame walk. Like you gotta walk
Nah, that
past
sucks,
all
bro.
the fucking people. It's just like, damn man, I can't go on this slide.
That sucks, man.
know what I mean?
Yeah. At least they get their steps in. feel
Yeah,
me?
that's so fucked. Chill.
Yo, Loki, I'm a little bit too passive aggressive sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
you are, man. Passive aggressive.
You know what it is
probably.
though? It's not even like being rude. It's like trying to find a way to be nice.
What do you mean? Trying to find a way. You could be nicer, not in a passive aggressive way.
No, like you know how? I guess so.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like. You have to say something, no? Let's say if there's something going on, I think you have to say something's going on.
I get, but I think I don't know. I think that's
If
just
nobody addresses it to you, let's say like, I don't want to give an example, but let's say you're doing something that's not good for you. Everybody knows it's not good for you, but it's
Yeah.
hard to tell you it's not good for you.
You would say something.
Yeah, you have to somehow.
Yeah.
And the best way to do it is in a passive aggressive way, feel me? So it's still like,
I would feel way more shit that you just told me in a passive aggressive way.
nah.
Though. Yeah,
At least it
straight
like
up.
uplifts you. It was like motivating. You know what I mean?
It depends. Yeah, maybe if they have the same humor, maybe. You know what I mean?
I guess it depends.
Yeah, because your comedians are way different than my comedians that I like. You know what I
Who
mean?
do you like?
I actually don't know. I can't name out the top of my
Wait,
head.
what?
I actually can't.
What about you don't like Bobby Lee anymore?
Bobby Lee was not. He's like a good podcaster to me, but he's not like funny and thing.
True.
He's just loud.
What do you think is the funniest thing you've heard?
Oh, probably Theo Vaughn.
Yeah?
When he was like there's like. It's like, I'm dyslexic. So this girl's like, oh, I'm dyslexic. And then Theo Vaughn's like, hell yeah, let's see them tits. Like, no, Theo Vaughn is a walking intrusive thought.
Wait, did he get canceled for that?
No, he didn't.
No, like people tried to.
He tried to, but you can't cancel.
Yeah, you can't
Theo
cancel a
Von.
comedian. But I remember somebody tried canceling him for some shit like that.
But since like I'm very like I don't like people being loud in public. I don't know why, but like
What do you mean?
like Jaden Hayden is a great example. Like they'll be loud and they'll say their intrusive thoughts in public, like around me, and like everyone could hear it. I'm like, bro, you can just whisper that to me. Like you don't have to say that, and they don't give a fuck. So just a comedian saying his intrusive thoughts is so funny to me because it's like that's out of the blue.
True.
You know?
Why do you think it aggravates you when like the public hears?
Because it puts more attention on us. Because
Oh,
imagine
like you're trying to be like
Yeah.
incognito.
Yeah, of course. And I have
True.
social anxiety. So imagine someone says something outlandish and now all eyes are on me. Fuck, bro, I'm like this.
True. I see.
You can tell too, like,
When I said like I remember there's this one time in university, like the teacher said a joke, and I think he said something about me, and then I didn't like the joke, so I just like pretended it wasn't about me, and I just
yeah. Really?
but it was so funny because he was really trying to get a reaction
Out of you.
and I think like if you ever don't like a joke, don't give a reaction
Why?
because they'll learn.
It'll be awkward?
No, because they'll learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let's say somebody's like quote unquote like bullying you.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to like not react.
Yeah, fam. He was saying some bullshit. I forgot what you were saying. But anyways, this professor did not like me.
Yeah,
He said some shit to me. I just said this.
yeah. No way, no. The mind is crazy.
And there's nobody behind me. But and then he said some shit like, yeah, you.
Oh, that's
You know
so
what I mean?
crazy.
I know what's he gonna do. Now you look stupid.
Yeah.
You're trying to make me look stupid. You look stupid now. Well,
And then he tries to like explain the joke. So it meant
exactly.
and he starts stuttering.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If anybody's trying to do like harm to you in any way, all you have to do is, I guess, like combat it how you would hate to be combated. Like
Yeah, that's true. So the silent look back combo, very deadly still.
Deadly.
The
deadly, fam.
just give them a moment of silence, fam, just to think
Dead
of
ass,
what they
bro.
said.
It's war. This
was.
is real war tactics, dog.
was.
Honestly, I think there's this book I read. It was The Art of War, but it was like remixed because it kind of translated a little bit better. But after I read it, I started to see, I guess, social interactions differently.
Yeah.
Because a lot of social interactions is very people trying to bring you down.
Bring you down. That's for the most part, yeah.
A lot of people try to do that and pass it off as like entertainment.
Like how? Like joking around? Just they'll be like, oh, like that was just a joke.
No, fuck. Leave down in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But like, let's say, a great example is if a girl's fishing for compliments.
Okay. Girls fishing for compliments.
So, or even like, it could be a guy too. But the moment you give them a compliment and they don't reciprocate, somebody loses, somebody wins. You get me?
Yeah, I get it.
And to tell if somebody's really like there for you is if they give you positive energy first or back. They reciprocate.
Okay.
And go throughout your interactions thinking about that, you'll see a whole plethora of people.
But could you tell when? Because it's easy to reciprocate energy even though you're not feeling like it. Because like waiters do that all the time. Like, oh hey, how's
No,
your
you
day?"
can tell.
You
What
can
I'm
tell?
saying is like there's fake people that act it,
Yeah.
but there's real people that you can tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the moment you start like realizing it is the moment your circle changes, you know? Cause that's what happened when I was like, I guess first year uni.
Yeah.
Remember when I was like really like switching up my friends and shit?
Yeah, I know. It went from like Montclair jackets to cool shit. This guy started hanging out with actual cool guys, man.
Montclair jackets, bro.
You know the exact person I'm talking about too. Saw him in New York. But yeah,
My
bro,
goodness,
it's cool
man.
though. It's like, even though I don't have like lots of friends, like I know exactly like the quality of friends that would be at my wedding, which is so crazy. It's like, yeah, I know who's gonna be standing like beside me and shit. You know?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, even if you just have like one good homie,
That's all that.
that's all that really matters. I feel like the more people you have in your life, you kind of have like a responsibility to now.
Yeah.
Because as being their friend, you have to really like be their friend, you know?
Yeah.
That's why the ones I really, really like hang with all the time, I make sure that I'm willing to do sacrifice and they're willing to do it as well.
Yeah.
Because if it's not like that, then it's a very like exchangeable thing. It's like, oh, this time. But when it's like a sacrifice here, you don't think about sacrifice there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's blessed. That's why there's so many relationships that are very transactional. Like even a girl that you are dealing with, especially when I was younger, man,
Yeah.
it's such a transactional thing and it feels ungenuine and it kind of eats at your soul. Like you start being somebody else because of how they treat you.
Damn. So
That's-
you're just on their agenda now.
Yeah, and a lot of people like don't see it. A lot of people don't see it
Yeah.
when nobody teaches them or nobody, I guess, tells them.
Yeah.
Because you could be in your own world. You could be in like a whole new reality.
And you think that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But in a sense, like if you're happy, you're happy. But a lot of people, they don't realize they could be happier.
And obviously, like, I feel like if you're in that type of thing, short term, yeah, you feel happy, but long term is like, damn, like I wasted all this time, you know, being someone I wasn't for her or him. Which sucks, bro.
Yeah,
it
bro.
It eats at you.
The biggest thing, I just never want to make the same mistakes again. That's all that matters. Like even if I had like a bad go at something,
Yeah.
as long as I don't make the same mistake, it's blessed, bro.
Yeah.
It's in the past.
That's good. That's good. That means you learned something.
Yeah, that means you learned something. You're not doing the same shit.
Facts.
Because that's what insanity is. If you do the same shit over and over and then don't change with whatever the outcome is.
There was a really creepy video. I don't know why I was watching at 4 a.m. But like there was two people who escaped like the psychiatric like ward, and it was just them in front of a tree, and one guy was like all mummied up. Like, you know how they had tapes on their body?
Oh,
but
shit.
he escaped somehow. And the interaction was so crazy.
What do you mean mummy? Like
So imagine tape. Just tape. You have tape on their
he
head.
duct taped him.
Yeah, they ducked it because he's, what do you call it? He's psycho.
Oh, shit.
And they escaped. So imagine him just hopping around. It was so creepy. At night, just him bunnying around. And then him just looking at the other psychiatric patient that he escaped with. Just bouncing around. And then the
Damn.
other girl's like, touching his face. It was so simple, but it was so creepy at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where was this?
I don't know. It was some like random video that I seen,
Yeah.
but some shit is super creepy too.
I feel like there's not a lot of creepy shit in Toronto.
There isn't,
I couldn't name like one thing that it's like, oh fuck, we can't go there because it's haunted.
except for that that's I don't know, but the TD Bank's not even fucking thing. Some
Wait,
guy
what?
remember the TD Bank guy that jumped off?
I never heard about
And
that.
then no, I told you that on the podcast before, way before.
Oh,
and then, like,
he was testing the thing.
Yeah.
On Take Your Kids to Work Day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then if you take if you what do you call this? If you lean into the glass, you actually feel the push.
that's fucked. That's
yeah.
fucked. That's fucked. That's
But
fucked.
yeah, I found out even because Sam and Kobe did this too. I found an even crazier house than the one you said last time.
In
I
Toronto?
don't-
In
no,
Ontario?
not in Toronto, somewhere else. But I don't know if you heard about the sale house.
Nah.
Have we talked about this? The sale house?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay. And so because the whole point of this was like in the house there was like a demon disguised as a girl, and there's a video where the guy comes in and he's like a whole like ghost guy, and he was like, guys, look, what is that? It's a girl.
So medium can see.
Yeah, medium could see, right? So this house was in Kansas, right? And there was a wife and husband named Tony and Deborah, right?
Yeah.
That moved in. And they had a kid, so they turned the whole attic into like a nursery. They had everything like set up and stuff like that. And I don't know why from that point everything started going crazy. So imagine your candles, right? When you light it, it doesn't go down. The candles in this house went up.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
So it started forming more thing, and the flame kept rising.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So imagine the doors flipping whenever, and the husband noticed when he went downstairs in his basement, there was a pentagram carved down in the floor. Right? So when the guy came home one day, it was super chill. Like his wife was sleeping up above, and then all you notice, he said he got hit with something harder than a truck.
Wait.
It flinged him across the room and literally out of his laced boots. He had laced boots on, and it flung him a force.
Oh shit.
Flung him across and pinned him down to the floor.
Nah.
And Deb saw this, but was too scared to say anything, obviously, because she was too scared, like, to anger it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but after that, they still stayed in this house and slept in this house, right? And when they were sleeping, you can hear a creak go into their bed and a creak, close their door.
Fuck that shit.
And their baby in the other thing was crying, but Deb and Thing was so scared. They're not moving.
Bro.
They don't even want to check, right? And you know when he was pinned to the ground?
Yeah.
Deb lifted his back. I don't know why, but all these stories contain like scratches.
Yeah.
On
A lot.
their back.
That's a common thing.
Yeah. And then it was so crazy. Every time they walked out of their living room and up the stairs, there would be a force so crazy that you can see the static shock. And like you would walk up the stairs, you would feel the static, and it would like shock you.
Yeah.
Right? And all the pictures, it got so crazy, like all the pictures, I'll put up on screen, that there was a blurred image. So there was obviously something going on,
right?
Something's
going on
So
there.
Sam and Kobe went, like, they did their whole thing. They're like, yo, are you here and stuff? Obviously, you hear he was just getting tormented by the thing. And I guess they moved out the house. I think they took down the whole house too.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Might as well, fam.
Yeah. Imagine, fam. Imagine like all that shit happening.
If it was like,
You heard that a lie? No, why did tap?
what was that?
I actually don't know. No, it's not. But you actually heard that though. That was not no bullshit.
You know what I do, fam? Like, get some water guns, fill that shit with holy water, and just
A lie? You know when my
get the fuck out, bitch.
You know the blue car, right?
Yeah.
The blue car that I have was actually passed down to me by a person who died.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So the blue car, whenever I drive
Like
it,
somebody you know?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like my mom's like old, like caretaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So she died, and like we have this like ongoing joke that she's like, oh yeah, like she's always there with us, right in the car. And every time I drive this car, fuck shit happens, man. So like I scratched it up, like I ran over some shit. But whenever I'm in the Jeep, I took it to a pastor. The pastor blessed it, and then my auntie Rosie, she flinged holy water all across my car.
Yeah.
And that one I've never like gotten into,
Yeah.
God willing. You know what I mean? So it's weird just seeing like, damn, that blue car is really, I can't drive that one no more.
Yo, honestly, it's a good idea to always get your car blessed.
Yeah.
Because car accidents are deadass like the number one way to die, I think, in like first world countries.
Yeah.
I think is that and heart disease, or heart disease first and then that.
One time I was talking to my friend, and I really didn't understand his situation because like he would always drive speed limit. And then I was like, my other friends would make fun of him. He's like, yo, this guy does not lane switch. He doesn't like go past it. Like he will never go past it. And then he told me, he's like, yeah, because I got into a super bad car accident. It's like whenever I get in the car, it's like I don't want to drive, but I have to. It's a trauma reaction.
Low key, I could say that for myself too, because I did get in a bad car accident before,
yeah?
and it's not because that's not the reason I don't drive anymore, but I still think about it.
I didn't know that. What happened?
Yeah, I got in a bad car accident when I was like,
When you first got your license?
no. This was like before I started driving.
Oh shit.
So this was I still drove.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, it gave me a good like experience to the safety, the importance of being safe.
Yeah.
Because you could be reckless and you could deadass do whatever you want, but you face the consequences.
Yeah.
You know what
That
I mean?
is true.
You could speed, go ahead. Mans can speed. You can fucking drive with their toes.
Yeah.
You face the consequences. Maybe you don't, but you know what I mean? The possibility you do. Or would you rather just avoid everything and do it at your pace and your safety?
Yeah. That's why the speed limit's a thing. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's, you know what I mean? Are you in a rush to what?
Yeah.
You know, like is it worth like risking
Yeah, it's
or,
cool to
or
go.
rush to your eternal.
It's cool to go fast and shit, but you don't want to speed up your death. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's a bar. Ooh.
Wait, say again.
It's fun to go fast, but you don't want to speed up your death.
Yeah, facts. Exactly. You don't want to like rush to your
Your
ending.
arrival. Yeah.
You know, because even though we think like I know this is my anxiety talking, but sometimes when everything's too good, I remind myself like, you ever heard that quote? And this too shall pass.
Yeah, I think I know what we're talking about too.
Yeah, this too shall pass. Yo, sometimes when everything's too blessed, I think like, okay, let me sit with it.
Yeah.
But just remember, like everything doesn't be like this forever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because it will pass.
Sometimes,
when something bad happens, it's good to remember, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That will pass and good times will come again.
See, some things like sometimes I like when I'm having these great moments, it's like I kind of manifest something bad gonna come up because it's like I notice like what you said, you're sitting in everything so perfect and my life like super perfect for a time, and I'm like, fuck man, like it doesn't stay this way, and then I start thinking like, oh fuck, something's gonna bad happen and probably manifest, right? So I'm like, yeah, I gotta start working on that.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you should. Yeah,
because I'm like super enjoying my life, and then like I'll be like, yo, this is too perfect. Wait. Because there's always hills in life. It's not never like this.
You know what?
Yeah.
Is it? Do you think you deserve?
Deserve? I don't think I deserve it. I just don't know. Like I feel like it just happens.
No, but I think a lot of like for me,
Yeah.
especially when I feel that way, it's a thing of, do I deserve to be blessed right now? And if not, what can I have could I have done, or what should I be doing?
Okay, yeah.
And then that's a thing of like, but that is also my anxiety talking.
Yeah.
You know. But God blesses you with a lot of things.
No, super.
But you have to remember, like, what are you doing in return of that?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You know, because you have to be doing the good work too. You can't just be reaping benefits.
Yeah.
And especially if you're just reaping benefits all the time, then do you even deserve more because what He's already given you?
Yep.
You know?
100%, bro.
And everybody should think like that, because you never want to, I guess, take for yourself and run away.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be there. You want to be for what brought you there.
Yeah.
You know? Not necessarily like just for yourself.
Yeah, because the more I pray and stuff is like, and you get deeper into your faith, you always question like, yo, I'm getting blessed all these things, but like, fam, do I like, it questions it like, do I really like, why me? Why are you blessing me? You know, do you ever get that?
I always think about it in the sense of, it's because of what I'm about to do.
Okay. Yeah, because
You
I've
know?
had those questions like, damn, like I'm super blessed and like I don't know why it's happening to me. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, since I realize what like the blessings, at least I can go and bless others. You know, at least do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe He has a greater purpose for me and shit like that. And you know, maybe this is it right here. So you just live your life. I don't know if you mans have seen the Creator Culture podcast. Man, we were spitting, man. I think that was my best podcast that I've ever done. And I was literally sitting back and just like, whenever I had the mic, I was like, yo. And people don't realize like iron really sharpens iron. Like imagine you're sitting with like a great talker, and people might think that, oh yeah, I'm dumb compared to Carlos in this podcast. But fam, imagine you put me in another podcast and I've been talking to Carlos like my whole life, fam.
Yeah, I'm a professional.
That's what I'm saying.
You're a professional too,
yeah,
though, you know?
So imagine it's like, this thing is, that's like training. So when Carlos can send me off.
Yeah, you can
like,
take on
you feel
everything,
me?
bro.
Like,
yeah.
Yo, I might put in those clips just of us talking, because
Yeah.
those were fire clips.
Real shit. Because, bro, honestly, you training and you becoming a great speaker, it translates to everything else that you do.
Yeah.
And even though like it's a you hear me talking and then you think, oh shit, it's not as good as that, blah blah. That doesn't matter, because you're a better talker than episode 1.
Yeah.
That's all that matters,
That's
fam.
all that matters, fam.
That's all that matters. Because you have to always compete with yourself and how you can see yourself doing better.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts.
And that's the greatest feeling of the freedom, when you stop like looking at anything else and taking a step back and being like, oh shit, I really changed. Like me changed. Like I did something different. I'm proud of myself because the moves I made, because of who I was before and who I am now and who I want to become.
Yeah. Because I don't know, people don't realize like change is a very hard thing to do. A lot of people are gonna like even changing your mindset is super difficult.
Because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Because it's very comfortable.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't want to do it, but like for not even for us, but like for the people that are watching, you guys probably did change with us too. So it's like, yo, don't stress yourself,
Yeah.
Even Johnny Manziel, he was like, he got on an interview. He's like, yo, I'm like 29 or whatever right now. And it's such a bad thing for me to say I don't know what I'm doing in life and shit like that because I'm still changing every single day. But that's such a bad thing to other people. No, that's a great thing. It's like you're changing every day. What do you mean that's a bad thing?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Low-key, it's very good to always like take yourself out of something comfortable and then seeing where you strive, right?
Yeah.
Like my dad told me before, like if you didn't like throw me in the water and see what I could do, then there would be no reference point.
Yeah.
There would be no like you really have to test your limit. And I said this to Emson and Matt today, but we were talking about how do you know your potential? Like we were talking about that shit. And I told them there was this 1 month, like straight up a whole month, that I was doing this podcast. I was doing the Can't Tell Me podcast. I was vlogging. I was doing Ox Wars. I was creating the game Ox Wars, like working on all the graphics and rollout and all of that shit.
I think that was 2022. I think.
And on top of that, I was every single morning, I did a run.
Oh,
just a kilometer run, but like I would wake up early and do it and work on those 5 things for a whole month, every single day.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital.
Oh, shit.
I went to the hospital because I had a panic attack and I couldn't take it. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
But
that was your potential. You reached it.
I saw where the threshold was. So like, all right, so this is what I can do. And no, but it's important to know like, because now moving forward, I'm going to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to push myself to, to limits that will harm me. But now I can see like, okay, it's smarter to do it this way, rather than all at once. And I can really see where my health and my work ethic can coincide, you know?
So now instead of like doing the run, you just take out the run and then you're almost at the potential, but you're not like killing yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do different things.
Can do
like
a lot, fam.
And sometimes it's important to just not focus on too much at once and just focus on what you truly want. Because you can cut out. It's like trimming fat off like a steak.
Yeah.
To make it tasty, like cut out this part that you don't need, blah, blah, and now you have a beautiful steak. Like there's so much extra that you cut off, but those trimmings you didn't necessarily need for you.
Were you having fun while you were doing a bunch of these things, or was it more like work?
I was having fun.
Okay.
I was having fun, but it's a lot.
Yeah. Because I feel like when I reach my full potential, like how I think my potential is that I'm having fun and I'm in such a flow state, I don't even realize I'm in that mode. Like people realize it for me, like, oh, they tell me like, oh shit, like, yo, calm down a bit. You know, I think that's when I reached my potential.
I think the full potential, this is my thing, the way I see it, I think full potential in anybody is when they're faced with the biggest challenges, but they can still overcome. That's full potential, in my opinion. Not when it's going easy.
Yeah, I know.
Because the hard shit, that's what makes the champions, fam. It's not the easy stuff. Fuck, everybody can do the easy stuff. But if you had run a great project while you're down bad and still come out clean, that's your true potential. That's like your peak. You know what I mean?
Man. And everything will work out for you anyways. Like, I don't a lot of people don't realize that everything in life will work out for you because you've definitely gone through a challenge before and you've overcome it.
But some people don't take challenges though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why it's important to guide people to take those risks and show them like it's real, it's possible. Because a lot of people are scared of that.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for us because we're surrounded by a lot of creatives. There's a lot of people that wish to do it, but they're afraid of something's holding them back. They can't see the vision behind it. They just have to jump in, fam. That's what it is. That's why jumpers jump.
I know, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I like that.
That's why jumpers jump,
yeah,
bro.
just do it, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you're old and you're telling all your kids like shit that you did in life, you don't want to just tell them you sat around, bro. Like,
I want to tell them I rode a horse. You know
what I mean?
Like I saw a hippopotamus and shit.
Saying.
You know what I mean? Dude, I climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
No, literally Drake's YOLO motto is so sick. Like we only live one life, so just do it, fam. YOLO, man. We have to bring that. Yeah, we have to start bringing that motto back, bro.
Nah, YOLO's cringe,
I don't hear people saying YOLO anymore.
I can't do
bro.
YOLO.
No, YOLO is coming back.
That's like saying swag.
Yeah, but the swag era is coming back. I'm calling it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna start wearing "I love boobies" thing and "I
No,
love my
bro.
haters" and the Tosa. What is it?
Tisa?
What?
Isn't it Tisa?
No, it's Tosa, right? Tosa.
No, it's TS.
No, that's a Mandela effect. It's Tosa, fam.
It's a $, $T$SA.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
T
I don't
$SA,
know. Yeah.
right?
But I guess that's coming back too. So, feel me, YOLO, man.
Ah, nah, man.
YOLO's YOLOers.
I can't do it with that, bro.
Why?
We have to update it, bro. We can't go
No.
back. No, we can't go back to exactly how it was.
No,
there has to be an update.
You know
fam.
why I loved it? Because it's like in the swag area, you knew you didn't have to have designer clothes to be swag. You know
That's
what?
designer clothes.
No, it's not. No, back in the swag area, you were like the gun. You know the gun with the Mickey Mouse.
That's a
head?
brand.
Okay, but still at the same time, you knew who had swag. You know?
No, but you knew who had swag based on brands.
No, you could.
It's better now. Theoretically, it's actually way better now
no,
because you don't have to be wearing a popular brand to be looked as cool. You can be wearing blank stuff,
Really? No.
and it's just the way you put it on. You look good. But back in the day, you would only be look good if it's like had a logo you liked.
Right. But if you did the jerk and shit, you would be cool. So.
I guess.
But now it's like if you hit the hips, then you're cool. So I guess it's the same shit, just
low key,
evolved.
that's what I'm saying. It's better now, bro.
Yeah.
It's always better, man.
Life gets better.
It's always better.
Badass.
Just look at it from the brighter side, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because if you always I guess look to the past, then you're fucking. The future doesn't feel as good because you're always looking behind you, and then you're not excited for the future.
Were you ever before you just thought about too much of the past? Like when did you get excited about your future? Because I know a lot of people are not excited about the future.
I don't
What's your
know.
advice?
I still look at the past too, though.
Yeah.
I look at the past in the sense of homage.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember when I did this. Let me try it again. Or in the sense of I used to like these things. Let me show that I used to do these.
Yeah. The happiest I've ever been in my life, and the feeling I got was oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here right now, was dead ass when I was making clothes and I was like, yo, I feel like this is my passion. I'm following through with it. And I was so happy. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually excited now because it's I made money doing this. So it's like, yo, I can do anything. You know?
Yeah.
You just gotta
What do you think the new message is gonna be behind your brand?
behind my brand? I don't know, cause right now it's very opposite of Spencer Barbosa. It's like you gotta be pretty and shit. It's like pretty boys, stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just gotta come to me. Literally, what happens in my life changes. My brand changes when what happens in my life. Cause I wasn't doing smoking. I wasn't drinking, stuff like that. Sober society. Now it's boom. I like dressing up and stuff, looking good. Boom, pretty boy.
Where do you think it's headed?
No idea.
No
man.
idea?
But I know it's definitely an off-white to a Pyrex.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a stepping stone.
Oh, so you're gonna make a new brand out of it?
Yeah, for sure. Because you know how
shit.
Off-White went. I mean, Pyrex was the streetwear, and then
So you're gonna name it something else?
yeah,
too?
of course, it's probably gonna
Word.
be I don't know, some crazy French name too. I might
Why
just
French?
I might just troll and just pretend it's a really
That's Comme
high.
des Garçons, low key.
Yeah.
You know Comme des Garçons
Play
is
with boys.
Japanese. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Comme des Garçons is a Japanese brand. It's
and-
French.
and it's literally play with boys, but it had a bunch of guys thinking it was cool.
That's what it means. No, it means like boys, right?
Oh yeah, I like boys or something like that. But it had the whole streetwear in a chokehold, bro. So I might just my new brand might just be the biggest troll, and it might just pop off.
The biggest troll.
Yeah,
Low key.
I might just name it Eclair. Imagine
Like a
wearing
dessert?
Eclair.
Like a dessert?
No. Just imagine it sounds fancy.
Oh, isn't it a Eclair a dessert?
Yeah, it is though. It is. So imagine wearing Eclair. Ooh.
Cannoli. Cannoli's kind of hard,
Cannoli.
actually. Cannoli's kind of hard. I would buy some shoes that are called the cannolis.
What?
That's tough.
Cannoli.
Let me get the cannoli ones, yo. That's hard.
But yeah.
All right, you want to end it there?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Jumper Jump Podcast. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Make sure to go down on Spotify, Apple. Keep downloading those episodes, man. We love you.
And go check the links in the bio. Follow us on Instagram and go check out my other channel. Lots of content coming soon. Also, if you're an actor that's looking to be in my film, I'm looking for new auditions for Act 2 and 3. So hit me up on Instagram and
go do that, man.
maybe
That's
I'll
a crazy
cast you in my
opportunity.
thing. Jumpers Jump out.
Deuces.